guys, so most of you probably don't know, but I went to college, just outside of New York, so I'm very familiar with some of the sites in New York City. And this next thing I'm about to show you is very uniquely New York. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but I think you're going to like it. So if you guys haven't figured it out already, we're here on Roosevelt Island. Roosevelt Island is located in the East River. It has a pretty interesting history, most famously for being an island of isolation or quarantine for smallpox. Today it is quite a vibrant little community of New York. And a pretty cool place, if I do say so myself. I consider it to be one of the quietest places in New York City. So we'll flip the camera around here. So right here you can see the East River. Above me is the Queensboro Bridge. And then if we look over this way to this bubble, this is actually the tennis club that was featured in Mr. Deeds starring Adam Sandler. So fun fact there for you. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it or not, but behind me is the UN headquarters. This is where all the world leaders meet for the UN. It is considered international property, not exclusive to the US. So a little more info on Roosevelt Island. There is one subway station on the island. It's actually up on the northern end, past the Queensboro Bridge. So you can take the tramway from Manhattan. You can use a Metro card just like the subway, and it livens up the experience a little. So once you're off the tramway, take a left. It's going to be about a half-mile walk to the southern tip of the island. Very quiet, very peaceful. A lot of it is either parks or medical centers. Right now I'm walking by a park right down the river. Now earlier I mentioned that this used to be a place of isolation for smallpox. There is still actually one trace of that on the island, and that's the Renwick ruins, they call it. Now Charles Renwick was the architect of this hospital. And the reason it's so unique, and the reason it's why it's preserved to this day, Charles Renwick was also responsible for the St. Patrick's Cathedral here in New York City. Very Gothic style. So you'll see kind of why I love this place. I actually used to come out here when I was in school to shoot photography, because I was taking some film photography courses at the time. And this building, it's amazing in its architecture, and it looks great in film. Now they've also added some other things to the island. They have added a memorial to Roosevelt, President Roosevelt, at the south end. So there is actually a granite point on the end of the island now, and we'll walk out there too. But let's take a look at these ruins. So you can see behind me Renwick ruins. Officially it's just called the Smallpox Hospital. But what's cool about this place is all the mystery behind it. You can actually come out here at night if you wanted to. Actually, I kind of dare you. I came out here at night once when I was in school, and we actually saw a cat up on top of it. Now if you look into this structure, there's no floors, so that was kind of cool. We have no idea how it got up there. Now next to the ruins is a state park now. They were actually building it in my last year or two of school. It's called FDR Four Freedoms Park. It's a memorial to FDR. So you can see behind me, it's pretty cool. Let's take a walk. So you're probably wondering how I found this place. Well, when I was taking my photography course in school, this was actually a highly recommended location by professional photographers. So a lot of people come out here to do professional photographs, and there's a good reason for that. Behind me you can see the Brooklyn skyline, and then we'll run around to the other side. Here we have the Manhattan skyline, and just down there on the end there you might be able to make out Freedom Tower at the World Trade Center, and then basically right behind me here is the UN, right over there. There we go. That's the UN building. So pretty cool place for photographs, just a little exploring, sightseeing, whatever you want. I'll probably grab a couple more pictures here. I know everybody's probably wondering why I'm not showing Times Square. Well, I'm in Times Square right now. I only stopped here because my train transferred in this area. And just a tip for anybody looking for food, a quick bite to eat while you're traveling throughout New York City. There is a Walgreens right outside the subway station in Times Square. You can get prepared sandwiches, drinks, all that stuff. So little awesome little secret there.